Hello, Maureen. Thank you so much for scheduling a Shelf Genie design appointment with me. I really enjoyed meeting with you and working to create a great kitchen solution that would help you access all the things in all your cabinets and your pantry and make your kitchen a much more efficient place to work. So let's take a look at some of the solutions we came up with, and then we'll go over the quote. So first of all, on the left pantry, you have 5 glide outs going in here on the left-hand side. These glide outs will come out independently like the ones that you currently have. Ours will just be a little bit different, a little bit taller than yours, and we'll have the steel rails that run on steel ball bearings as well. In the upper pantry, we decided to put slope backs, and they will come out like this, and this will allow you to access them much easier. And you even can access them with just one door open, like so. And then open the other door, you can close this door, and then access everything from this side, like this. In the right-hand pantry, we are going to do the exact same thing on the top, and you'll be able to access these very easily, like so, on either side as well. They'll come out independently as well. On the bottom, we're going to move your 4 existing glide outs down a little bit, and then we're going to add one of ours to the very top. Oops, like that. So to the right of the pantry, in this lower cabinet, we decided to do a double glide out on the bottom, a single glide out in the center, and a single glide out on top, to minimize stacking and spread things out much further. In the cabinet all the way at the end of your little breakfast bar, we are going to put a double on the bottom and a single on the top. Now, moving over to the window wall of your house or your kitchen, to the right of your desk, you've got the space where it used to be a computer stand-up tower, but now we're going to use that space, and these glide outs will be closer together, but I can't simulate that because I don't have the option to make a shorter cabinet. So all of these will not have this big space in between. It'll be closer together, so there won't be as much visibility in there. So in the bottom, we're going to put a tray bin with 2 dividers. In the center, we're going to put a double high glide out, and this is where you'll put your modem, you'll put the power strip in there, you'll put the other tech items in there as well. And then up at the top for your pencils and pens and other supplies, we have a single high glide out with 2 dividers. Now, all 3 of these will be in a designer medium glide out rather than the classics glide outs. Okay, and then moving on to the baking area. And again, I don't have the ability to make this short like what you have at your house. But in the baking area right here, we decided to put doubles on both sides. But on the right-hand side, each double glide out will have a divider. This divider will be movable to place wherever you wish. Right now, when we were chatting, we decided to place them towards the right-hand side, but you can move those and place them wherever you want. Now, under the sink, we decided to put in 2 double glide outs, one on either side of the stile, and then independent risers to go on either wall. This will be great for all your scrub brushes and your smaller kitchen items. It'll be super. Now in the corner, we're doing a lot of stuff here in the corner. So in the corner, we are going to remove the existing Lazy Susan. Then we are going to remove the existing fake wall. Then we're going to build up the floor behind where the fake wall was, because it'll just be empty and it'll go down to the subfloor. And we are going to build a side wall on either side to support the glide outs. And we are going to have, oops, pardon me, that was not the right thing to do. Sorry. We're going to have glide outs that will come out individually. Now you'll see mine come out together. Those won't do that. And also yours will be positioned where they were positioned just a second ago. Let me put this back so it's back the way that you and I designed it, right like that. There'll be one on the bottom and one in the center. So sometimes my computer doesn't quite do things the way they're going to be done in real life, but we can get it pretty close. Now, under your cooktop, we decided to put a double glide out in the bottom and then a single glide up further up, making sure that we get it over the top of the items that are in this cabinet. Then the drawer within a drawer to the right of the cooktop, we're going to put in binding strips on either side and dividers that are adjustable going from left to right. So you'll be able to have it adjustable for all your different size spices. All right, we skipped this cabinet right here to the left of the corner because that's where your son has his big rice pot. So we skipped that one. In this corner cabinet, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to remove the Lazy Susan. Then we're going to remove the back wall. Then we are going to build up the subfloor from behind the back wall. Then we're going to put a support wall on either side to support the glide outs. And then we're going to put in the single high arrow shaped glide outs here. Then above your little coffee bar area to hold all your coffee cups and your teas and coffee, we're going to put 3 slope back glide outs on the existing shelves. Okay. Now, lastly, we are going to go over here to your island. And in your island, we're going to put in a tray bin down at the bottom. This is the cabinet on the right of the sink. We're going to put a tray bin in the bottom with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dividers, giving you 6 sections. And then up top, above that, we're going to have a single high glide out for other baking items. And that's it. So if you have any questions or you want me to rearrange anything or change anything, please let me know. We can break this up into different groupings. Left side of the kitchen, bottom cabinets, pantry, however you want. I can do different groupings. If you want to get everything all together, you can do that and use our financing. That would be a great idea as well. Before we go over to the quote, I want to show you something kind of funny. Your stackable stoves, the ones that aren't working quite properly right now, and that need to be fixed or replaced, I believe you told me they were Thermador, and I just wanted to show you that's actually the one that's used in our little templates where we can grab things. So I thought that was kind of funny. It was the same brand that you have. But let's switch over to the quote and we'll go over this. So there's a lot of items. There's actually 57 line items. So that's kind of overwhelming, but let's just kind of go over it as quickly as we can. So lower left pantry bottom, double 670 millimeters wide in the classic. Over here on the bottom, for all the classics, they'll have a BM, which stands for birch melamine bottom color, and FE, which stands for full extension rails. The items that are sloped will say SAHL either, or SAHR, or SB for slope back, slope high left, slope high right. These codes, D for doubles, S is for single, EM is extra materials that we need to use for different things, like right here, lower pantry right, remounting, remount current glide outs. We need a little extra material for doing the remounting. What else can I tell you? Single, 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 double. TB stands for tray bin. SH stands for shelf. RI is an independent riser. EM here is also extra material again. CB is custom build. You do have 4 custom builds. These are the arrow glide outs that are going into the left corner cabinets. And then BSC, those are the binding strips to hold the dividers in your spice drawer, the one we're going to make the spice drawer. DV are the dividers. There's 2 of them. And I think those are all the codes. Yep, those are all the codes. So let me go over this fairly quickly. We have lower left pantry bottom, a double 670 millimeters, 1 up, double 670, 2 up, a double 670 millimeters, 3 up, a double 670 millimeters, lower left 4 up, double 670 millimeters, upper left pantry bottom left side, single 335 millimeters, slope high left, upper left pantry bottom right, single 335 millimeters, classic, slope high right, upper pantry 1 up left side, single 335 millimeters, single high left, upper pantry upper right, single 335 millimeters, sloped high right. Then to the lower right pantry 4 up, we're only going to put a double 670 millimeters. Lower right pantry, we're going to remount your other 4 glide outs to make room for this one right here, which is the 5th 4 up, meaning bottom 1 up, 2 up, 3 up are already existing, and then the 4th up, which is actually the 5th glide out, will be the one we add. Then right of the pantry bottom, we have a double 810 millimeters. Right of the pantry center, single 810 millimeters. Right of pantry upper, we have a single 810 millimeters. Second right of pantry bottom, we have a double 370 millimeters. Second right of pantry center, we have a single 370 millimeters. Right of island sink bottom, we have a tray bin, 445 millimeters with 5 dividers going front to back using clips. Right of island sink upper, we have a single 445 millimeters. Right of desk bottom, we have a tray bin, and this actually should be designer medium. Tray bin, 230 millimeters. And this has 2 dividers going front to back with clips. Right of desk center, we have a double 230 millimeters in designer medium. Then right of desk upper, we have a single 230 millimeters designer medium. Then this area has no shelves, so we had to order shelves. So we have right of desk center shelf, 230 millimeters, right of desk upper shelf, 230 millimeters, and these are also in the medium hardwood. Baking center left lower double 515 millimeters. Baking center left upper double 515 millimeters. Baking center right lower, double, 515 millimeters with one divider, front to back with clips. Baking center right upper, one double, 515 millimeters, one divider, front to back with clips. Then under the sink, left bottom, we have a double, 445 millimeters. Under the sink, left center, we have a independent riser, 200 millimeters. Under the sink, right bottom, we have a double, 445 millimeters. Under sink, right center, we have another independent riser. This one's high right, the other one's high left. Then left corner cabinet, we have remove the Lazy Susan and removing the back wall. Then we're going to build the floor out with a shelf, 580 millimeters. Then we're going to put in the two custom arrow-shaped glide outs, 355 millimeters each, classic single arrow-shaped. Then skipping back down here, I added it at the end because I needed to ask Carl about it, but left corner cabinet glide out slide side support, we're using a shelf, 750 millimeters. Left corner cabinet glide out side support on the other side of the cabinet, shelf, 750 millimeters, and left corner cabinet glide out slide support mounting. There's some extra material right there. All right, and let's go back up here. Then under the cooktop bottom, we have a double, 820 millimeters in the classic. Under the cooktop upper, we have a single, 820 millimeters of classic. Right of the cooktop upper existing, we have the binding strips, $14.99, and they cut them up from there. Right of the cooktop up existing, a divider, and then another divider right below it. I don't know why they make them order separate there, but we have to. That's the way they want it. Then right of the corner cabinet, where it's the same thing we did on the left side. We're going to remove the Lazy Susan, remove the back wall. We're going to build up the floor right here with the shelf that's 580 millimeters. Then two custom classic single arrow-shaped glide outs, 355 millimeters across each. And then skipping back down here, the shelf to go on either side of the glide out side supports, and then the extra material to mount that all in there. Finally, above the coffee bar at the bottom, we have a single 820 millimeter classic slope back. Above the coffee bar number 2, we have a single 820 millimeter slope back, and above the coffee bar number 3, we have an 820 millimeter classic slope back. Classic. There we go. Okay, so I put in the 75% off installation coupon that we're running in the Clipper, the Home Mag, and the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette. And so that's in there. Pennsylvania, no sales tax for capital improvement to your house. We are considered a capital improvement in the house. And then all your glide outs were classics and designer, which have a lifetime warranty for both. And that warranty is transferable to anyone who buys the house. You mentioned that your son was going to buy the house. That warranty would transfer to your son at that time, and we would still come and service them if that was needed. Okay. All right. So let's talk about the prices. Calculate totals. So materials for absolutely everything. You can see here, $15,655.61. Labor is $24.73.21. Delivery is $14.50.31. The discount of 75% off installation comes to $18.54.91. So the total, if you wanted to do everything all together at one time, would be 17, 724, 22. Now, before you're like, oh my gosh, that's so high, remember how many items, how many things we're actually doing. That's 57 different things. So if you want to break it up into smaller pieces, we can do that. If you want to just do it all at once and use the financing, we can do that as well. So just let me know if you want me to make any changes, any adjustments, take things off, add things we may have forgotten. That's all fine. We can do that. So thank you again so much. I look forward to hearing from you one way or the other. Just let me know what you'd like, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you so much, Maureen. Bye-bye.